Hello, this is Dave, and welcome to Equity Story. Again, great to have another good green day on the market and see most of our shares doing really well and going up. And of course, today just having a look at obviously MOY for us it's fantastic equity story to have another big stock that's doubled, and this has been fantastic, 100% gain for us within. We put this on in April, so within 3 months to get a 100% gainer is fantastic, and the stock looks really good. I had a fantastic report today, and I think over time this story is only going to get a lot higher. That's why we only sold half, but it's a great position to be for those people who bought the stock originally when we suggested buying this, because now they're just running with profits in a good stock, which over time is going to go a lot higher. So congratulations to all those people who bought the stock at those sort of levels. I think what I'd like to do today, because we've had a lot of stocks that have really started to fly pretty strongly for us, and we've got a whole number of excellent 3-year growth stories, and people love the stories, and they're really interested in getting into them. So what I'd like to do is just go through them a little bit and try and do it quite quickly to give you some sort of entry levels, and the first few stocks, and the reason is that if you just join Equity Story and you're looking at these great stories, it's quite hard to know whether you should buy them, especially look at something like Appin. We put it on at just under $2. We believe even at these levels that Appin's just going to be going a lot higher, but if you look at the stock and you want to get in, I think you're going to get in at a cheaper level than where it is trading now. And I think maybe somewhere around this sort of 260, 270 mark might be certainly an entry level in the interim. I certainly what you shouldn't do is be chasing these stocks when they're having a really strong run up, because eventually stocks will always come back to the moving average, and it's often a lot better place to buy the story. Again, as with Adasol, I think you can buy it pretty nicely around this sort of $3 level. Again, I had a bit of a pullback today. I think that will come back. $3 will be, I think, an excellent entry point. VTG, I'd buy it here at these sort of levels if you're interested if you like the story. Around 413, I've got no issues. BWX, again, really happy for you to get into that around these sort of levels, no issue at all. Catapult, again, it's this is nearly a doubler for us, more or less is a doubler. Please just don't think of 10 baggers as stocks that can double. We've had many stocks in the 3-year growth section that have doubled and could even triple or quadruple. I think you can buy Catapult's had a big run. I think you get this. I'm not saying it's not going to keep running higher, but I think maybe around 350 could be an entry point for it. I certainly, again, I wouldn't chase it at these levels. Elders, I'd buy it now. I think it's excellent buying these sort of levels. GTK, a new one we've put on. It's got no issues around these levels. Absolutely looks stunning. Gives a nice little dividend, GTK, as well. It's always nice to have that as a bit of a backup in a growth story. Mobile Embrace, perfect, right on the moving average. You can buy it at these levels. MYX, buy it. I think we tried to get it 175. We didn't. We changed our buy price the other day, 180. If you're not in, just get in it. This is going higher. What a fantastic acquisition. The trend is on. It looks very, very, very good. Great chart pattern as well. So again, I think really anything under $2, I think I'd buy it. I'm really think it's very, very bullish. XIP, again, fine, get in now, buy it. It hasn't really done anything since we put it on, but it will do. Again, a great business model. As is Rural Funds. Again, just did a bit of capital raising recently, but around these sort of levels, it's excellent buying. As is NVL. Really trading sideways, but this is the hopefully going to be the next green cross for us. But again, looks fantastic. Yowie, excellent buying around this 0.87. If you're not into it, I think, and you like the story, get in now. It looks absolutely fantastic. Like I said, I think Northern Star, I'd just sort of hold off a little bit. I think anything around 520 would be better buying. I think it should pull back a little bit. I think the gold price is sort of slightly pulling back. Again, over the wire, perfect to get in at these sort of prices. Looks great. Corporate travel, again, another one. We've already made 100% returns on this stock. I've got no issues with you getting the corporate travel around these sort of levels. Again, it's hardly ever broken that long-term moving average, and looks absolutely stunning. As I think A2M milk, again, starting to heat up a little bit. We had it as a trend the other day. I actually cut it because maybe it's a bit sideways, but I think the story is absolutely excellent, and certainly anything under this sort of under 180 is certainly, I think, good buying. As with QMS, again, a great little story. I think at these levels, I mean, we bought this, what is it, about 95 cents. Yeah, it's been trading sideways for a while now, but I think it's held these sort of 120 level pretty consistently, and hopefully it will make a nice move up from here. So I think I'd be happy with you buying that as well. So I hope just going for those 3-year growth stories is giving you some sort of possible entry points that you might be able to get into them if you really like the story. Just quickly, it's quite interesting. I just starting at the gold price. It's at 134 now. The gold price is hardly moved, and but some of these gold stocks are standing off a little bit, and I do think obviously you just got a little bit of profit taking. That's what I said last night. If there is a bit of a breather in the gold price, these gold stocks will come down a lot, and I think the Evolutions and Northern Stars, we can buy these stocks a lot cheaper. This is on a long-term moving average, maybe even Evolution, maybe even somewhere around sort of 220 could be an entry point. So if you like gold, I think just be patient. We actually love the gold story, and the gold trend is definitely there. I think at the moment it's just run a little bit too hot over the last 2 weeks, so hold off, and hopefully it'll give us some really good entry points to ride some of these gold trends. Anyway, I'd like to thank you for listening to Equity Story, and I look forward to bringing you this report tomorrow night. Good night.